Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Frank's Handyman. Today we're going to be working here on this apartment complex. We're going to be fixing some little things around the place. As you see here, it's missing a 2x4 here. It was already rotten, so we took it out. We're also going to put another board here as well. That way, it just looks a lot nicer and it's able to hold a lot better as well. So we're going to be using a nail gun. Also, we're going to be using some screws for that one. Right now, we're going to unload all the material that we're going to be using as well. Here, we're going to be putting some blinds here. As well, because a lot of them were already broken and they just needed to be repaired. We're also going to be changing a sink, which one of our colleagues is going to get here later as well to help out do some of the things there. Right now we're taking out all the old wood. He's just measuring just to make sure it's the right length and width as well, so that's what he's doing right now. This is the old sink they're going to be removing also, and as you see here, there's no blinds here at all. All the other ones were really old and cracked already, and right here as well we're going to put the individual ones here. A lot of them were also really old, but right now he's just going to see right here if it's the perfect fit. Maybe we won't even have to cut it, but once he put it on there, he realized that it's just going to be taking off at least 2 inches almost. As you see there at the end, he's just going to be marking that section there, and this is going to be pretty straightforward as far as fixing it. Right now he's just going to start off in this room right here, putting these blinds here individually. These ones are pretty easy to put, if they're already bad or they're just no longer good, you can just get some individual new ones and just push them on there, and they just kind of click on there, unless the little piece on top is broken. But if they're good, for the most part, it's pretty easy just to fix. All you have to do, like I said, is just push them up, press them up, and then they'll stay there. Right now he's just going to be checking as well, just making sure that this is the right is going to be the right cut right here, and then he's going to be doing all the cuts on the deck, and then he's also going to be putting a lot of the screws on there as well. So this is also going to be pretty straightforward, since it's a pretty easy section here to fix, as you're going to see right now. Once he got that one on the floor, now he's going to move on to put the other board here on the top piece here. On this one, he's also just going to be using a lot of the nail gun and also a lot of the screws as well, just to make sure it's going to stay pretty strong and solidified. Just because a lot of the deck was already kind of wobbling a lot, so that's what he's just going to make sure right now. He's going to add extra screws on there as well, just to make sure that it stays well put together. The last thing we had to do here was just to put the piece that we took off, so we were able to lay the board there on the floor one. So right now he's just gonna put that back. He's also gonna put some screws on the side, and then also some nails as well on the bottom. So after that, this one was pretty much done, and then he's gonna move on to put a lot of the blinds. While he's doing this, our other colleagues already putting the sink and just making sure that it's well connected. And as you guys can see here, this is the sink that he's going to be putting on there. He's just putting everything together, and then he's just going to set it on there and connect the water from the bottom as well as the cold water and hot water. And right now he's going to move on to put all the blinds here. These ones are pretty easy. As you see, the brackets were already there. If they're bad, then you have to remove them and just put some new ones and just screw that on, which is not a difficult task to do. But right now he's just making sure that it's the right measurement, because a lot of times if they're not, then you have to cut them. But this one's came out perfectly to what the measurements were, and he's just gonna put those on there and then practically just make them click. And then also these ones are pretty easy to unfold. You just have to bring it down or pull it up, and you know, this is pretty easy and straightforward to do as well. This ones were the ones in the living room were a little bit more complicated, just because he's going to be putting 2 on there, and the old brackets were already old and were not right for the measurement there. So he's going to put new brackets, screw those on, and then you're going to see the process on how this goes. After he ended up finishing putting this, the ones that were left only were to do the room, and then that was practically it for the day. Tomorrow we're gonna have a whole new project, so stay tuned for that. At the end, you're gonna see some before and after pictures of the things that we did here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great day.